How's it going? Cody back again, dropping another video. I'm trying to cut that guy's shit out. Right, as you can see from the title, this video is going to be about Forest Bank and the prison drug testing. You heard me right, drug testing visitors. Right, now I'll tell you how it's come about. Right, so this afternoon I was uploading a vlog. Right, this was in the last hour and a bit. Yeah, I get a message on my Facebook, right, from a prisoner's girlfriend saying, I need to speak to you about Forest Bank. I'm like, right, go on. So she was typing away, swapping messages back and forth as you do. And then I'm like, right. And then I thought, give me a number. So I belled her and I wanted to know more. And what's happened, right? She's gone on a visit this afternoon, right? And they're all in the little holding area and stuff like that before they go in to get searched and stuff. And she needed the toilet, so she's gone for a piss, right? She's gone in, she's flushed the toilet, yeah? And then she's come out of the toilet, right? 3 other women used the same toilet in the same period, right? Now, the screws came into, one of the screws said, right, before you go into the visiting hall and stuff, we select people at random to drug test them. Now, there's different ways you can drug test people. Urine, swabs in the mouth, blood tests, and obviously swabs, right, where they swab your hands and stuff like that. So she's got nothing to hide, and she said, right, yep, go on, that's fine. They swabbed her hand. It came back for fucking heroin, right? This woman, trust me, she's not no smackhead, right? She literally, but the 3 other women that went into the toilet as well, they swabbed their hands. What happened, folks? Yep, all tested positive for heroin, right? Now, it's from what she said, they swabbed their hands, yeah, and it goes on a scale of 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, right? She marked a 1 for heroin. So did the 3 other women, right? So firstly, that is cross-contamination within that toilet. All 4 women were saying to each other, look, it looks like someone's been shooting up in the toilet anyway, before they've gone in on the visit. So obviously, and the fact is that cross-contamination does happen. Look at £20 notes, right? There's all these £20 notes in circulation, and I think there's a high percentage that have been used, rolled up, and some of the cheeky white powder and stuff in it for powdering the nose, yeah? So cross-contamination is a big problem. Now, what happened when they tested positive? Well, I'll tell you, right? The screw said to her, you've got 2 choices. Do you want to go on a closed visit straight away? This was before she got into the visiting hall. Do you want to go on a closed visit, or do you want to cancel your visit and walk and go home? And she went, well, I'm not going home. She said, I'm here to see my man. So she went on a visit and had to go on a closed visit. So did the 3 other women that tested positive. Right, so my advice to anybody, because this might just be rolled out in a prison near you anytime soon. Other prisons might have already brought it in, right? I know they've got like strange ways. You go to strange ways on a visit and stuff. Because it's a maximum security prison, even though it's not, it's actually a multi-category prison. It only holds 40 Cat A prisoners. But when you go there, you've got to take your shoes off. You put them onto the tray with your coat. That goes through an X-ray machine. You walk through the X-ray scanner thing. They then pat you down, open your mouth, fucking yeah, give you a fucking UV stamp. You go up to the next thing. You sit there. Then they call you out one at a time. You put your fingerprint on the thing. You go through, and then you've got 4 chairs. And if the drug dog's on, one will sit in front. Then you'll 2nd person behind, 3rd person behind them, and 4th person. Sniffer dog will walk around the back of you. If it indicates and stuff, then you're obviously going to get fucking strip searched. And then you go up to the visiting hall, put your hand under the thing, you press a button, and then you're in. With a Cat B prison stuff, it's obviously less secure. But the fact is that they swabbed the hands of these women, and all 4, they don't know each other, these women, all 4 tested positive for heroin. Now, if you were going to visit somebody in prison, right, and you might have come into contact with a £20 note that's previously been used by someone to sniff cocaine, or you personally take drugs yourself, but are not trying to smuggle drugs into the prison, my advice would be take antibacterial hand wipes and wash them deep in the grooves and everything, fingertips. Not because I'm not telling people to smuggle and stuff like that. What I'm saying is, if you smoke a bit of weed and stuff, that might leave remnants on your finger. You could then get swabbed because you're using your own personal cannabis for, it could be for glaucoma, it could be medicinal, could just because you like smoking weed, right? And you could then go on a visit, get swabbed, and then next minute you're on a closed visit where you're in a glass bubble and you can't touch your fella and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're going on a visit, take antibacterial, you can get them for like £1 from Home Bargains, antibacterial hand sanitizer, and also antibacterial wipes and stuff like that for your hands, because these 4 women that don't know each other have all used the same toilet, have all tested positive for heroin, right? And she said to me, I know she's like a straight-laced person, yeah. She smokes a bit of weed, but so does a lot of people, right? So she smokes weed, and then the 3 others were straight-laced and stuff, and they was all fuming because another thing as well, embarrassingly for the 4 women, yeah, they wasn't taken to one side in front of all the other visitors and stuff before they'd gone into the actual hall visiting hall. They said, yeah, you tested positive for heroin. So people in the crowd might think, well, these are smackheads, you know what I'm saying? But obviously they're not, but they've tested positive, because if you touch a toilet handle that's got remnants of heroin or something like that, or any type of class A, class B, class C, even new psychoactive substances like spice, right, and they swab you, you will come up as positive and you will end up on a closed visit, right? And the way that if you're a person that has problems with the police and stuff, right, and the police have got your card marked, yeah, the prison could report it to the police. No one got arrested or anything. Like I say, it wasn't possession. It was you've come into contact with drugs. So obviously the prison's way of thinking must be, well, they've tested positive for the drug. That means that they're bringing parcels in. So we'll put them on closed visits. Surely that sounds how it's being, guys. What are your thoughts, guys? Is it fair? Is it unfair? Do you understand this swabbing of the hands? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree? Are you going to be more careful yourselves? Like I say, some people do recreational drugs in their own time and stuff, right? But being treated like a criminal and being treated like a prisoner because you've gone to see your loved one in prison, you get your hand swabbed and then you feel like you're treated like a criminal. It could have led on to, if that reading would have been higher, if it would have been a 4 or a 5 or a 6, you're going into strip search territory. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, you get lit up by security. What happens then? Security will be watching your observation. They'll put you on observation tables, certain tables that you just think is a normal table, but they've got the camera right above it and they're paying extra attention with you. And if you lean over to kiss your loved one or you hug them too close or go too close, they'll swoop in on the visit, pull you both off, strip search you both. It goes on, guys. So this is a new technique that I'm not aware of it previously. Like I say, I've been in Strangeways, I've been on visits in Strangeways, I've been in Forest Bank as a prisoner, and I've been in Strangeways as a prisoner. I've never, ever, ever heard of this situation before. Have you? Is it something new? Are you aware of this? Have you heard of it? Have you not heard of it? Has it happened to you? You'll have to let me know, guys. But like I say, this woman went on a visit to see her boyfriend. Her and 3 other women used the same toilet, which was obviously cross-contaminated with heroin, whether it be on the sink or whether it be on the flush of the toilet. And as a result, all 4 women were put on closed visits and treated like prisoners, treated like criminals. Obviously, like I say, the police weren't called, but obviously the higher the reading, the more suspicious the prison is going to be. And like I say, you could go into strip search territory, and if it's a 7, 8 or a 9 or a 10, they could think you've got something imminently on you. And like I say, the police can get involved. You could end up getting strip search and stuff. These are the new tactics that the police, that the prison are using at Forest Bank. It might be rolled out near where you are already. It might reach your area. I'm just letting you all know, guys. So if you're going on a visit, take hand sanitizer, some antibacterial wipes and stuff like that. And if you go to the toilet, make sure you scrub your hands extremely deep, because you do not want to be swabbed and then be test positive and stuff like that. People do sweat where it comes out of their pores and stuff, and that could be another indication. But I know this girl, she's been on my Facebook for a while now, and it's just not that she's definitely not on heroin or crack. It's as simple as that. On that note, guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to enter the competition or donate to my channel, I'll put my bank details and my PayPal and the link in the description below. Comment on the video, guys. Let me know what you think. Are you aware of this? Are you not aware of this? Will you be more switched on when you go on visits and stuff like that? New prison tactics in place in Forest Bank. I'm not aware of it anywhere else, so I can't speak about the whole country. It might have already, other prisons might be already piloting it. Are you aware of it? Are you not? What do you think? Like, comment, subscribe. Speak to you all soon. Cody out.